Hey there, guys. Yes, I'm live. Hi, guys. Melissa here. I am a couple minutes late. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this on both YouTube and Facebook. So let me just see if I'm on both platforms. And then I will go into my spiel here, but just give me a second. Okay, yes, we are definitely live on Facebook. Hi, guys. I'm Melissa. And let's go to my YouTube channel. And we have volume. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hey, J-Dubs. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader. We are going to go through all 12 zodiac signs and just get short general messages and love messages. So I'm going to get both a general, just like a one card from the Moonology, and then we'll move into a small love reading. It's not going to be clarified or anything. It'll just be a miniature love reading for the general collective of each sign. We are going to start on the birthday sign, which is Sagittarius. Happy birthday, gorgeous. Let me get my lucky rings on here, guys. I wasn't prepared. What's new? I'm always running a little behind, guys. I'm always trying to do like 33 things at once / be a full-time single parent. And I love my life. So I'm not complaining, but don't you complain either. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, guys, I love you. Okay, we are moving right along here. No, I'm Melissa. I didn't even introduce myself fully. I am also known as the Taropist. I am an empath, a Heyoka empath, and a psychic medium. And I do tarot card readings, usually on YouTube, but I am going to be extending that over to my Facebook platform as well. If you aren't subscribed and liked over on either channel, on either platform, make sure that you are liked and subscribed everywhere, okay? So you don't miss me when I do go live. I am going to go live on just YouTube still and on just Facebook, but right now I am trying to integrate the two. We'll see how it goes. I feel the energy of both, so I'm a little overwhelmed, and I'm not going to lie about this. I have no idea, honey. I have no idea. It looks like 4 people are watching total. I don't know. It doesn't tell me on what platform. So we'll see what happens here. And we are going to get anything you need to know about myself, guys. You can find either in the About section of my channel, in my profile on my Facebook, or in the description box below, as well as on my website, which is where you will book personal readings if you are interested. That is www.thetaropist.com. These aren't the cards I want to use. And I don't always have personal readings available. They are currently available to everyone. They are always available to returning clients. So sometimes I'll close them up because due to like whatever's going on in life. But during that time when they're closed to the public, they will still be available to returning clients. Okay. So we are going to get started here on, let me find out. On Sagittarius. Hi, Saggy. Melissa here. Happy birthday, honey. We're going to get you a general message here. I'm actually going to close the chat because I can't do both today. I feel a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy in the room already. There's not a lot of people, but there's a lot of energy, okay? So Sagittarius, let's get you some general messages from the Moonology, and then we will go into a little love reading for you here. And we got work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Could be dealing with a Scorpio in the love situation. We will get more on that, of course. But working through your fears. And I kind of been getting this on you lately. I almost get there's a need to, this kind of is going to run into your love reading, I can tell. That there is a need to be willing to be kind of forthcoming or open and transparent with somebody that you're interested in having a true love connection with. I think we should always be transparent. Like if we're not looking for true love, we should be transparent about that as well. But I get more that you're fine telling people that, but you're having a hard time telling somebody that you truly do love or do care about, that you want to be with them. Or I feel like there's, for a side story, in the business world, I feel like you're not asking for or demanding your needs to be met or your worth. Okay. So you're like accepting too little in a situation. It could be, I don't feel like it's your own business. I feel like it's at work. There's a need to kind of work through. I feel like, you're not getting what you're worth at your work. And there's a need to, that's actually kind of like a little test to get you. They're not tests, okay, per se. What they are is the divine pushing you into growing and honoring yourself and stepping into your power. Okay. So it is trying to get you to do what you need to do to make sure that your needs are met, which is, I think, ask for a raise or less hours or something to where you're doing too much for too little. And there's a need to ask for to what you deserve in a situation. Okay. That is that. And we're going to get into your actual love reading now. We will start out actually with the romance angels. Thank you for being here, guys, and liking and sharing and subscribing to the channel if you feel the vibe. So we got deception and past life relationship. I don't like deception. Well, it says someone here is wearing a false mask. Sag, this is kind of what I was just actually talking about here. Is there's a reason, there's something that you're not being forthcoming about here with someone. I think it is that you actually like them, okay? I think you're really good at being forthcoming when you don't like somebody, is what I'm getting here. But it's harder for you when you actually do like somebody. So I think you're very clear and upfront, and I love this about you. When it's like, you know what, I'm really just not looking for that. I'm not interested in you or whatever it is. I think you're really good at that. But I think you have a harder time when, or what, whoever I read for here, when you actually do have feelings for somebody, really sharing that with them has been harder for you. I think because you think you're supposed to, I think you think that's weak. It's actually strong to be vulnerable and transparent with somebody in a love connection, okay? But we have been taught that that makes us weak or needy, or telling somebody how you feel and knowing that you're going to be fine no matter how they respond is not weak or needy, okay? It's just, it's forthcoming, and it actually takes strength to do, okay? So I do feel like you're the one wearing the false mask in this connection, but we're going to get some tarot on it. Or this message is for them, okay? Cross watchers are welcome here always. I feel like it's you. You got the Hanged Man in your energy. I do feel like you are trying to gain a higher perspective on what I'm literally saying right now, is that you're starting to realize, or you're going to start to realize, that you being transparent and vulnerable in a situation is actually what makes you strong, okay? Not what makes you weak or needy. All right. And anybody who thinks you're weak or needy for sharing your feelings with them authentically is weak and needy, okay? I'm sorry, that's real. But they are, people will say it like, they'll say that that's weak and needy to share their feelings because they're too scared to do it. So then they want to look like the strong. I can't explain what I'm saying, but I hope you get what I mean here, okay? Anybody who's saying that you're weak or needy for sharing your feelings, first of all, isn't for you. And secondly, is probably too weak and needy to share theirs. So we got the Six of Wands. I'm not talking shit about anybody. I'm just explaining that we've been lied to about love and how it works. Okay. Two of Swords here. Fear of rejection, a fear of being hurt, a fear of being intimate. But I do feel like this is the love of a lifetime. Okay. With the Six of Wands and their energy, it's about victory. It's about attention. I feel like they could get a lot of attention. They might be in the public eye. This might be why you're afraid to tell them how you feel, something like this. But whatever it is, you have them on a bit of a pedestal at this time. I think they are on a bit of a pedestal. They might be in the public eye and they do gain a lot of attention, but they also have you on a pedestal, and not in an unhealthy way, but they also admire and adore you. I just feel like you're trying to gain a higher perspective on the whole situation. I think you're going to find out ultimately that this is the love of a lifetime, like I said, and home is what I'm getting the energy of. It's like, this is home to you. It just feels natural. And again, I don't think you're even afraid because of the way the person's making you feel. I don't think they're particularly making you feel like you sharing your feelings would be weak or needy. I think just what you've learned from the world and society and the terrible conditioning we've endured, I think that's making you feel like you're going to come off weak and needy, okay? This person, if they're for you, they won't make you feel that way ever, even if you are being weak and needy, okay? They'll just love you and care for you, okay? So we are moving. I hope that was made sense. We're moving right along. Happy birthday again, Saggy. I love you so much. And we're moving right along to Capricorn. Capricorn, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We are going to start out with a general message from the Moonology deck. This is a combination of the regular Moonology and the Moonology Manifestation decks. And we'll get one card from here to get just a general message for your general life. And then we'll jump into the tarot and do and the romance angels for a love message, okay? So we have hold your vision here. This does feel like business or like your dreams and something you've been going after. It might just be a life that you love. We've all been kind of taught to believe that we, for some reason, can't make it to our big dreams or even just a life that we love. Okay, so really our big dreams are living in a life of contentment, or not even contentment, in a life of satisfaction or fulfilledness, okay, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm getting a lot of weird things here, but what we don't realize is that we are keeping ourselves from that life by allowing the way the world said things were supposed to be to stop us from doing the things that we actually feel like we want to do, called to do from our heart. Not, I'm never talking about bad things when I say that, but from our heart and soul, whatever that may be. Sometimes it's because it's outside of the box of what is normal in society. And so that it's like, oh, but that's weird if I do that. It's really not. It's actually, we were all actually built to be weird or different or unique. That's how we stand out. That's how, whatever it is that we do, that's how we shine in whatever it is we do. Is that God kind of gave us each these very strange, unique things. But 90% of us are really trying to fit the mold that they kind of taught us to fit in from kindergarten. Okay, wow, you guys, a lot of deep stuff coming through. Capricorn, this has been coming through. I feel like I'm dealing with a Capricorn who is quite gifted, is what I'm getting. And I feel like I have been dealing with a Capricorn who's quite gifted and may have some very unique gifts to offer the world. That I think there's also a part of you that is very stable and grounded and likes that conformity. It's comfortable for you, but God gave you, it's like kind of I was getting like you have an Aquarius moon or something like that. But so you have this really strong need to stay in that comfort zone or that in that conformity, but your heart, your soul, what you're supposed to do here is calling you to something really unique and outside of every comfort zone you've ever made. It's going to bring everything you've ever wanted. Okay. It's going to bring true fulfillment, that pursuit to happiness. The only way to get to our happiness, our true happiness in this lifetime, is by doing the things that we feel called to do without letting the way the world sees things dictate what we do. And again, there's a part of you that's fighting yourself, but it is the part of you that was really well trained by society and what is kind of societal norm, I guess. But the real truth that whoever I'm reading for, sorry, this is so specific. Please check all of your placements if this doesn't resonate. Whoever I'm reading for has a very unique and powerful gift that you're actually not using at this time because you're afraid that it doesn't go with what you've gotten really good at conforming to. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you on that note. We are going to get some love messages as well, Cappy. And wow, that was a lot that came off of one motherfucking card, was it not? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate all of the love and support around here. I really, really do. Give me a moment. Sorry, I can't get my shit together, guys. I love you though. What am I doing? Capricorn, let's get into your love life here. This is going to be a long one. I can feel it because I don't usually do a general message before the love messages, but I know that people want both. So here I am giving both. Okay. I'm here for the people. I love you guys. I do. I truly love you guys. Love yourself first, it says here, because I finally figured out how to love myself. Okay, you guys, I'm going to steal your show. No, I'm just kidding. But there's a strong need for us to love ourselves so that we can love people unconditionally. Okay. And that doesn't mean we allow unconditionally people into our lives. But I am getting here maybe, okay, because I feel like talking about it, that maybe Capricorn, you've let people who don't deserve your love because you didn't love yourself. Okay. It's time to love yourself first. And that means not allowing anything or anyone in your life, including going back to your general message, including the way that the world tells you that the shit should be done. You're the fucking driver of your bus. Okay. And you get to say where this fucking ship is going and how it's getting there. Okay. That is something that we all need to do, is honor ourselves. What we feel like creating inside of our core is worthy of creating. It's worthy of being expressed. I don't care if other people don't get it right now. The people that are meant to get it will get it. And I believe each of us have the gift of reaching the right demographic and helping them save their own lives. Okay. So I feel like this gift of yours that you're kind of overlooking or ignoring or trying to shove back into your core here is not only affecting your love life, but your actual, you're not only affecting your business life, but your love life as well. Okay. This is interesting. Reconciliation, love yourself first. I feel like you walked away from somebody. Let's just get some energy. I feel like you walked away from somebody because they weren't showing. I feel like you did this and it actually was you proving to yourself that you do love yourself, or how we actually do love ourselves. Okay. It's like you didn't love yourself, but walking away actually made it official that you do love yourself, right? That's how we love ourselves. Walking away from something that was not good for us, healthy for us, something that broke our heart. Yeah, I do feel like you had to let somebody go who was not worthy of your love and attention. Okay. I do feel like you're still hurting about it. And I feel like you're blaming yourself about it. I believe it's saying here, you do have a new beginning. I don't know if this is with the same person. Let me just get more, because it does say reconciliation. I don't know that I love that. Let me get more, because I feel like somebody broke your heart. Maybe you walked away from somebody who broke your heart, and you're I never say reconcile, by the way, but I know people do, and I just wanted to say reconcile. So there's somebody listening at this point or at some point that says reconcile. Okay, I say reconcile, but there is a reconciliation here. I believe with somebody maybe that you had to walk away from. Hold the fuck up. That's you in your outcome here. Erg. It does feel like a toxic connection here that you were walked away from. I don't know what this Ace of Pentacles was. Maybe this person walked away to start a new life and has left you kind of brokenhearted. I don't feel like I want you to reconcile with this person. I feel like you need to stand in your convictions and follow your intuition out of this situation. If it's meant to be or come back together, and both parties do the work that needs to be done and it can come back in a healthy manner, then I'm all for it. But at this time, I do feel like this person walked away from you, and you're taking all of the blame on, or you're taking the shame on of why it didn't work out. And it didn't work out because it wasn't right, at least at that time. And I feel like both of you had healing to do from previous to the situation. But I feel like this person went off and started a whole new fucking relationship and shit. And I don't like it. I don't feel like you're supposed to be reconciling with this person, but I will say that if that's a hope of yours, the only way to really reconcile accurately with somebody is if we do the work that we need to do. The reason why it was toxic in the first place is because we both had damage from previous to the connection that we were trying to unearth. And that will come out in traumatic ways, in tumultuous, really, you can just see how bad somebody's hurting by, have you ever been like, where you been? Who you been with? Who's on your phone? What are you doing? These are all from, I would say like abandonment issues, shame, pain from not feeling like you were worthy of being loved as a child. And I'm sorry that I'm getting so deep with it, but it feels deep. And I feel like you guys were both in that position that you had to fight for attention in your childhood when you should have been poured, attention should have been poured into you automatically. So then it comes into our relationships and really comes out as a kind of like a toxic energy. And I'm getting very toxic energy. And I'm getting that this person went off to start a brand new beginning with somebody else. And it's kind of adding to the wounds from everything. Like it was, now you're using that to shame yourself, saying like, I'm getting like, see, it's because I wasn't good enough. They went and found somebody else. They're all happy. First of all, they're not happy. I'm just going to tell you that right now. They didn't take any time to heal after this connection with you. And they're not happy. There's no way to go from a toxic connection and right into a healthy one. It's not possible, not ever. There's no exception to that rule. I'm not saying that they're not going to get into that connection and do the healing they need to do, but that is very rare. Usually we have to take time out, which I think you're doing to heal ourselves by ourselves. Okay. And so I just want you to know that they're not happy, but there is a strong need for you to continuously go doing the work, which to heal yourself and the trauma that you've had to endure, and understanding that it wasn't your fault and that you are worthy of good things, good love, but you have to love you first, or you're going to accept people that don't. And it does feel painful, and I love you so much. And I know I know that so well. So I'm sorry that you're going through it, but I promise you, if you do not escape from it, the pain, and just feel it and go through it and acknowledge it, write it out, cry it out, release it, really let God have it, the divine, whatever you believe in. I promise you, and not hurt other people in the process of trying, when you're trying not to hurt anymore, sometimes we avoid our own pain by hurting others, and not like going out and punching somebody in the face and making us feel better, but jumping into a connection with somebody that we don't even like, and we know we don't like, but we don't want to be alone. If we can avoid doing those things, hurting other people, because we don't want to hurt anymore, that is how we actually heal. Okay. So we need to do it on our own, acknowledge the pain, write it out, release it, do the work. Okay. That's what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. If that doesn't resonate for you guys, do check out your other placements. I love you so much, and I am moving right along. You got this, baby. I'm excited about what's coming, because you don't go through what you're going through right now without some huge purpose in this lifetime. Okay. So I'm excited to see where it leads. And we're moving right along to Aquarius. Aquarius, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few minutes here. We're going to breathe. That was really strong, that energy there. And I love you so much. And we're going to get some, I love you all so much. Aquarius, I love you so much. Okay. We are going to get some of these Moonology cards, you guys. I could not come up with, I was trying to distract you all while I thought about the name of this deck. It's the Moonology deck and the Moonology Manifestation deck mixed together here. We're going to get you one little card from this deck just to get a little general message before we go into your love message. They may bleed together. That happens sometimes for me. But I'm going to try to keep the messages separate and then just use it, just whatever the fuck comes through, okay? Oh, God, I love my gifts. But, yeah, you can't predict what's going to happen, okay? That's what I'll say. Lots of times I look like I'm a fool because it's just the wrong shit, the things that I didn't think were going to come out. And that's okay. Guys, was that card here the whole time? I'm taking it for you. It says communication is key and emotions are running high. What is going on? We did just have a new moon, did we not? Emotions are running high. Communication is key, Aqua. Okay. Let's just get some, I feel like this is your love life. Okay, honey? So I feel like I just want to jump into, this is what I was trying to explain to you just a second ago, is that I don't get to decide what happens. The divine does. And then I just kind of am their little bitch and I do whatever they say to do. And right now they're telling me to jump right into the love and add that to the love reading. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay. But I do feel like there is a love situation being, I feel like with the lack of communication, but an abundance of emotion. Okay. It's the energy that I'm getting, worth waiting for. See what I'm saying there? Okay. And we'll get one more. Yeah, it's almost like I feel you feeling uncomfortable with the amount of emotions that somebody has you feeling. It could be somebody from your past. We have worth waiting for, reconciliation, communication is key, and emotions are running high. But I get that you are not comfortable with the amount of emotion that this person stirs up in you. Okay, let me just get more. And not everybody stirs in Aquarian's emotions, I think is why. So that's okay. We're all, it's okay to be uncomfortable with the things that we're not familiar with or comfortable with. It's just okay. So let me get more though. Yeah, it's the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles in your energy. So that does feel like you might be playing some games here, but or sabotaging yourself is really the energy I'm getting by trying to play games. And I don't mean you're literally trying to manipulate them. And I feel like you're trying to avoid communicating clearly about your emotions because I feel like you feel, you're just uncomfortable with it right now. Okay. I do feel like this is somebody from your past with the 7 of Pentacles. I do feel like this is something you've already invested in. I feel like you've invested a lot, but not your actual heart. Okay. I feel like your heart is in it. I feel like it does stir up emotions, but I don't feel like you've shared that with this person, and we're going to get more. I feel like they might have walked away because of your lack of sharing of emotions. I think that's why this maybe, ouch. Well, this is toxic. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. Okay. Because toxic doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means that we are trying to avoid being hurt, or we're trying to avoid sharing our emotions, or whatever it is that we're feeling called to do. When we try to avoid doing that, we'll usually escape with something. I mean, it could just be escaping, facing the truth of this situation, right? You don't actually have to do something to escape. It just could be avoiding it, right? Again, if it's something you're feeling drawn to or called to, and you're avoiding doing it because it's scary for you, that is toxic. Okay, I'm not saying again everybody's all toxic. We do have toxic traits. One of them is hiding from love. Okay, if we're afraid of our own emotions or things like that, we're not comfortable. It's about running away from things that we're not familiar with because we want to be comfortable for the rest of our lives. But again, anything great in your life is going to require that you stepping out of a comfort zone. That can be in business or in love. Of course, this is a love reading. And I do feel like at this time, 2 people trying to avoid feeling something that is very strong. Okay. We do have the 6 of Wands in the overarching energy. I do feel like this is a strong connection that will eventually have some type of victory. It's the overall feeling. I feel like I feel like in the energetic world, this person is the center of attention to you. And I feel like the same vice versa, but I feel like you guys are not communicating that to each other at this time. I feel like you're maybe even in no contact at this time. The way that they might not feel the same, okay? And they might, but the way that we kind of break a no contact situation, in my motherfucking opinion, is to contact them, okay? So it's like there's nobody that's above contacting or below contacting. It's like we deserve to honor ourselves and be authentic and open with people. We don't get to do anything about the outcome in the situation, but what we can do is be authentic and open so that we've at least done our part. I do feel like there's communication needed at this time. I feel like you're not communicating on purpose. I feel like the ball's in your court and you're avoiding doing anything, communicating clearly. I feel like they're in love with you. I don't think they're going anywhere, but I do feel like, again, the hold up here is that we are both trying to avoid looking like the weak one in a situation. I was just talking to Sagittarius about this. is that, you know, people perceive being vulnerable or authentic or forthcoming about feelings as weakness, but it's actually it takes strength. We all don't want to do it because it's scary, right? So it's actually clearly not easy or weak of us. What is weak of us is running from our problems, okay? It's both of them can be painful, by the way. One of them will lead to a fulfillment, right? The one where you're authentic and fulfillment might not be getting the guy or the girl. It might be being able to let go of the guy or the girl because they don't feel the same. And it's like, wow, that either way you get to release that by expressing yourself clearly, okay? Is what I'm getting here. I love you so much. And these messages are coming through full, okay? Full of stuff. I hope they're making sense because they're coming through very quickly. And when I channel, I don't know. I hope they're making sense for you. That's all I'm going to say. I love you so much. And we're moving right along to Pisces. Pisces, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few moments or so. We're going to get to a Moonology card for just a general message, and then we'll jump into a love reading for you as well. We'll get your energy, the person that you have in mind's energy, as well as a potential outcome. Let's just check in. Hey, Jack Mac. Hey, Patricia. Sorry, guys. I forgot about the chat. I forgot I had it off. I love you guys. Okay, so we're back. Pisces, we're back to you, babe. So we got keep your heart open. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see what you get here. Oh, keep your heart open. Seems like it goes into the love reading too. I'm trying to get general messages pre-love reading. But keep your heart open. It could be to everything in life. It is really about I actually feel called to talk about this, but I was just going, I feel like my heart chakra is back. Okay. I feel like sometimes we go through, I'm getting like the temperance card. We'll see if it comes out in your tarot card reading. But where there's like this, where we're trying to get to center, or we go hard left and hard right, hard left, hard right. So we're balancing this shit out, right? I'm kind of watching you like with the wheels, you're on like a fucking rocky road and you're on like a fucking chariot. We'll see if the chariot comes out. And it is, you're balancing out your head, your heart, your masculine, your feminine, whatever you want to call that balance. But I do feel like it's asking you to kind of come back to center. Okay. I think you're coming back to center. I'm getting the temperance vibe. Okay. We'll find out. And that is in any area of your life. I do feel like there's something that you're doing without your heart, which is requiring your heart. That could be in business where you really gotten good at being a business person and doing things from a business standpoint. I believe it's asking to bring your heart into the situation. That's kind of an energy I'm getting. Okay. And be open to, really accepting or not accepting, acknowledging, understanding that, I can't really get this message. Hold on. Keep your heart open. I can't get the message. Okay. That's all I got for you right now. And you are lovable and you deserve love. Okay. You might have it closed off right now so that you don't feel a rejection in a situation. That could be in your business life as well. So you're not doing something from the heart because it will hurt more if you're rejected. That could be in love or business. Okay. Doesn't matter which, but when we go after something that our heart is calling us to, it is obviously makes us prone to being just kind of cracked open and crushed, because it means the most to us. So I want you to know that when you are willing to do that and go after things from your heart, while you might have some little, people call them failures along the way, you will always make it to whatever your heart is calling you to if you keep going. But there are going to be some lessons along the way that may feel like little failures, but they're actually little lessons and they're little like level ups. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. Religious factors as well. You deserve love and religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and you are lovable. Interesting. Okay, so that religious factors, you got the Emperor in your energy. I am getting a very cold, isolated energy here. I love the Emperor, very powerful, very prominent, very business-minded, okay? I'm getting just like the Hierophant, even very structured, very by the book, and there's something that's requiring you to throw that book the fuck away, okay? And I don't know, I think it's in your love life and in business. That it's okay to be, really good at business and also allow for authenticity and for natural nature, for to express yourself naturally. Star card, yummy. Could be dealing with an Aquarius or an Aries here in the love department. And in the love department, it says you deserve love and religious factors. So I'm just saying there might be a difference between the two of you that you feel I'm getting inadequate, which you're not. You're the Emperor, male, female, or non-binary. I feel like this person could be in the public eye, even a star. And I do feel like you're feeling inadequate, but I'm saying you're not inadequate whatsoever. First of all, I don't think anybody's inadequate ever. Nobody's above anybody. You know what? The blessings that we've been given are blessings, and the gifts we've been given, they're gifts. Okay. But that, I don't know what's going on here, but we got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's a strong need for you to be more vulnerable. I feel like you're not willing to be vulnerable in a situation. Definitely could be an Aquarius. You got the Empress and the Emperor, by the way. Wow. And the Fool card is your overarching energy. It's about really needing to take a leap of faith. This is about going after something with your heart, even though your heart could get crushed. Okay. This is about being very free spirited, not letting your past experiences dictate your future opportunities. This means if you've been hurt in this situation once before, it was a lesson so that you could handle this time. You'd be better at handling it, not so that you never did it again, but that you could navigate it more efficiently this time. Okay. So there's a strong need for us to not, it's like, that's all I'm getting right now on that. Seven of Swords is your potential outcome here. And I feel like this is you needing to be more open about something, your heart. It's about opening your heart. It's about needing to open your heart. I feel like you've got your heart locked in a little box in a situation with the star of your show. And also I feel like somebody that's in the public eye that you don't think you're adequate or worthy of, or somebody that just gains a lot of attention. I feel like they've done a lot of healing. I feel like you think they're above you. They're not. They're just not above you. Okay. Nobody is. And I feel like you're very powerful and prominent. So I don't know if you're also in the public eye. And I get just this strong, I don't remember what this is called, but it's like, what is that called, you guys? Imposter syndrome is what I'm getting here. Like you just don't, like you need to get a mirror and look in that bitch and remember what a gangster you are. Okay. How powerful you are, but also remember that you have a fucking heart inside that does deserve being, honored. Okay. Because I do feel like you have guarded it, but because you don't think you're as powerful as you are. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense for you. I am going to move right along here to Aries. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel where we do live readings several times a week. And we will be on Facebook more often as well. Aries, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader. We're going to get you a little general message from the Moonology decks here, the Moonology manifestation, as well as, hey, Ladia, hey, Victorious Love. We're going to get you some Moonology. I don't know what the hell I was saying. I lost it. Got so excited about all you guys in the chat. Hi, guys. Okay, let's get you some Moonology cards. Aries. For a little general message before your love reading. Maybe. Yes, we got a couple. Nothing yet set in stone, and a personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, it feels like something you thought was dead, done, and over with. Some type of, well, I guess I didn't make it, or, well, I guess I failed. I guess I got to chalk this one up as an L. Take the L. I'm getting a lot of weird shit, okay? Boop. It's like I'm watching the whole and like a remix, and you twist around in circles. There's a lot of shit coming through today, you guys. It's a very interesting, probably because of the new moon. I think this happens on the new moon for me. And it's like, just kidding. Okay. What's coming through, you guys, is I'm so in love with fucking Kanye West, you guys. I can't stand it. I'm in love with him. I like, if anybody knows him, tell him my number, okay? But he's just so real. He's going through a major ego death and spiritual awakening in the public eye. Yeah, it just sounds so crazy, right? I mean, it just seems so scary. If you've ever been through a spiritual awakening, you already know that what he's going through right now, and it's fucking terrifying to do on your own. But when you have the whole fucking world just fucking with a fucking little spectacle, with a little microscope on your ass, I can't even fathom it. What a gangster. But I'm getting this thing that I've just seen of him recently, and it's like, gotcha. It's so fucking funny to me. That's what I'm getting. What is this? It's gotcha. So it's like the universe saying gotcha to you because you thought something was dead, done, and over with, and you're just about to explode, okay? I don't know what that is. It sounds like business. It feels like business. Gotcha. It's cute. Okay, you guys, don't leave me. I'm not crazy, okay, guys? I love you. Finance and career. So yeah, I feel like that's like saying that there's something, again, that you were pursuing. I feel like you probably have had the hanged man energy I'm getting, like you've had a holdup, right? You're gaining a higher perspective so that you could handle the spotlight or whatever you're coming into, Aries, effectively. So that you could, I feel like it's going to be a lot to handle. And I feel like you think it's dead, done, and over with. And I don't want you to listen to me and not do that, because I feel like whatever this is, you're surrendering. And there's a need for surrender. I think you've already surrendered, but don't go back to hoping because of me. But I feel like there's going to be a big remix here, and the universe is saying, gotcha. It isn't over. It's just getting started. It's the energy that I'm getting. It's cute. It's interesting. And I love you. We're going to try to get one more romance angel card here. Chemistry. So finances and career and chemistry. I do feel like there is someone that has stirred your romantic interest. Okay. You could even be in a relationship with them. You could be married to them, since I said that. And I looked down and I saw a wedding, and it says this situation involves a marriage. This might be the person that you're married to, or that you're going to marry, depending on, it can be different for all of you, that you're not able to. And then I saw the Lovers card, bro, that you're not able to kind of pour into at this time, because you're kind of worrying about a situation that you think is dead, done, and over with. And I feel like, again, the universe is about to surprise you, and it's going to just heal up. It's like, God, I can't really get this message, but it's like your blessings are finally here. And it's like, we shouldn't rely on, it's like, no wonder that we don't feel okay when things aren't working out for us, right? It's like, but the divine also wants us to not rely, our happiness, our internal happiness, to rely on external things, right? So you've been going through a process of really getting happy from within. But I get that you are there, and you've really released this, like, okay, well, I'm happy. So I'm not going to let this fucking bring me down ever again. I'm not letting anything bring me down like that. And then the divine's like, yep, you got it. You learned the lesson. Here's everything. Okay. And I'm getting that everything's going to start working out for you because you finally surrendered it to the divine. Very interesting. I just got this on Pisces the other day. This is important shit. Like, really letting the divine know that you trust that what is for you is going to be yours, and that what isn't, the divine will take away from you, so that it doesn't get in your way from what is yours. Okay. You got 3, bro. Like I said, though, I think whatever the surrender is, I think it's in your business life, is bringing in true love as well. Okay. It could be with somebody you're already with. It is true love, that you've been avoiding connecting with. I feel like you guys have been like living in the same house as strangers. Or this is a brand new love with the Ace of Cups for many of you. This is a brand new love with somebody that you're going to fall deeply in love with, and even marry and have children with the 10 of Cups and then the Ace of Cups. So I am getting brand new love, but because you loved yourself first, or because you didn't rely on external sources to love yourself. Okay. So again, we shouldn't rely on others or external success to be the reason that we are happy from within, because actually then when we lose those things, it's gone. So the divine will bring us through this, having no like proof that there's anything externally approving of us, so that we truly love ourselves from within. And then, yes, even that external success or that external confirmation or people approving of us or whatever it is, they're saying our work is good or whatever it is. It feels so good, but you don't need it anymore. Okay. That's where that's where you're getting to. That's where you're at right now, is about to find out, get all the rewards for your perseverance, your patience, communication, in their energy. So somebody I feel like is going to be communicating with you. I don't feel like, well, for some of you, I feel like this could be somebody that you're already married to. Fucking A, you guys, the Ace or the 3 of Swords. We're going to get more on that. So for a lot of you, that's what I feel like it's saying, is that there is a need to, some of you need to release somebody that you're married to. Okay. Some of you need to release, are still in the midst of releasing what I just said there. There's a strong need for you to know that you're going to be okay. The divine is going to carry you through, and not relying on external confirmation or external sources to feel good or okay, or like, oh, well, everybody likes me, so I'm okay, because everybody's not going to like you tomorrow. Okay. I'm not saying like that for real, but there is a possibility that nobody likes you tomorrow. And if our foundation is built on what other people think of us, it is going to crumble when people change their mind. You see how quickly the masses change their mind about everything, the cancel culture, the this, that. They're just weak-minded, right? And they can't help it. So there's a strong need to not let people who don't know what the fuck they think, and they're just following the crowd, to not let them dictate how you feel about yourself. Okay. And I get that you're having a hard time letting that go. Still, some of you have let it go, but some of you are having a hard time letting it go. And this relationship that I'm talking about here is struggling because of it. I do feel like it's a true love connection here. Okay. But I do feel like you have a strong need. It could be them. I feel like it's you. Have a strong need to really let down the weight of the world, what the world thinks of you, the way you do what you do, the way your love life looks, the way that, let it all go. They don't have to live your life for you. And again, they might love you today because you made all these fucking choices, but they might fucking hate you tomorrow for the exact same choices. again, when people are following a crowd, they don't know how to think for themselves, or they don't have the capacity to see the real you. So there's a strong need for you to know who the fuck you are and not let anybody dictate what that looks like for you. Okay. I got a little lost at the end there. I hope that makes sense, but I felt like there were some powerful messages in it, but I feel like the overall message got a little flimsy. Okay. Good luck with that. I hope I didn't screw things up for you. We're moving right along to Taurus. Taurus, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. We're going to get you some Moonology cards here for a little general message, and then we'll move into the tarot as well as the romance angels to get a little love message for you. Work, 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 work. See me, do me, dirt, 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 dirt. All right, so general message for Taurus. Taurus. I love you guys. Thanks for all the likes and shares and subscribes, guys. I do appreciate all the love and support. If you've made it this far, make it the rest of the way, okay? I'm just kidding. Oh, you guys, I love you. So we do have, it's time to release negativity. I feel like they were talking to me, okay? Oh, Taurus, I love you so much. A time for healing, okay? So there is a strong need to, I'm getting the negativity being a self-sabotage, by the way, because we are unhealed from some shame that was put on us that wasn't ours, okay? That's the strong message coming through already. I do feel like it's affecting your love and business life. So there's a strong need to release it. How do we release it? By knowing that what happened to us was not our fault. And the decisions that we made to try to take away the pain from what happened to us don't make us a bad person. Hurting other people over and over and over intentionally again, I think that makes us a bad person, but we're not going to get into it. But just, oops, this isn't what I want. I want the romance angels. So I'm getting that there's a strong need to accept. I don't think you need to forgive yourself. You might need to forgive the people that hurt you. Maybe forgive yourself if you're in the middle of shaming yourself for something, whatever you use to cope with the pain that you didn't ask for and you didn't deserve and that you were too young to process. So I feel like you're shaming yourself for something, a coping mechanism, maybe terrible relationships you use to cope, or isolation we sometimes use to cope, or drugs and alcohol, or sex, or whatever it is you use to cope with the pain of being shamed when you were too young to process it correctly. There's a strong need to release the idea that makes you a bad person, okay? It really just makes you fucking human and probably an empath, okay? A lot of empaths will deal with addictions and to anything because they feel everything, first of all. So the people that end up addicted to things are people that can feel the connection to that thing more thoroughly. But also people that have been wounded, and in the world where, if you are wounded and you want to feel that pain, people will call you a victim or a victimhood or whatever it is. So the world doesn't make it very easy to heal from that without causing more damage and pain. I just love you, and whatever you're going through, you're going to make it through. But there's a strong need not to stay. I feel like they put you in victim mode by shaming you for feeling like a victim. Feel like a victim, cry it out, release it, and then get your ass up and get your shit, like you have shit waiting for you. Nobody goes through trauma for no reason, okay? Whoever's gone through trauma has a big calling or a big purpose, but we can stay stuck in the trauma by continuously adding more trauma into our lives. Drug addiction, sex, drugs, rock and roll, okay? So there is a strong need. While we didn't cause it and it was okay that we use that as a coping mechanism, we will stay stuck in the trauma for the rest of our lives if we never exit those escape mechanisms, okay? We have to stop, drop and roll. Stop, feel the pain, heal it, release it, and we got some shit to take care of in this lifetime, okay? Some big purpose that's calling us to it is what I'm getting here. Past life relationship. So you might have a twin flamey connection here that is also adding to the pain and the trauma. It's literally there to call you to do the healing from the trauma. That is why I'm getting like a very strong, painful separation here. We'll get more chemistry. Yeah. Ugh, it's like, I'm like feeling your gut get ripped out of your stomach. And it feels so attached to this person, which was divine orchestration, so that you understand that you can't feel that gut-wrenching pain if you've healed from your trauma. So I don't care how strong a connection is. If you've healed from the trauma and released it from your core, even the strongest connection will not feel like gut-wrenching pain, okay? It will just feel like a strong pull, is what I'm getting here. Let's get more. This is very all deep stuff, you guys. And if it doesn't resonate for you, go ahead and check out your other placements. And let me grab a little sip of water, please. Hi, April. Okay. So, Tor, back to you, boo. In your energy, we have the King of Pentacles. Your energy, okay? The King of Pentacles represents Taurus. I'm getting a very grounded, but I'm getting like a avoidant energy as well, which is, again, natural. But I am getting that I'm getting white knuckling it. So I feel like you maybe have gone through addiction, okay? Or it doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't have to be drugs or rock and roll. It could be sex. It doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol or anything. Whatever it is, I feel like you're refraining from the escape, but not doing what you love. So I feel a very white knuckle it. The Page of Wands and the person that you have in mind's energy. And the Five of Cups. Could be a fire sign that you're dealing with or another Taurus. Ace of Pentacles as your overarching energy, Devil under that. I feel like it's asking you to really step into this new beginning that's being offered to you, okay? I feel like, again, you're refraining from using any escape, but you're escaping from even the escape, okay? Wow, this is like I'm in a box, and there's like that fucking little Russian doll thing. I'm like, it's like so many fucking layers to this, right? But you're hiding from the hiding from the hiding. It is, I hope you understand what I'm saying here, but there's a strong need for you to step out of this energy, which again, I love the King of Pentacles usually, but I am getting a very white knuckling energy. Like you're not enjoying any fucking thing at this time because you're afraid. I think that you're going to step back into escaping, maybe with drugs and alcohol or something like that. There's a strong need to do the healing and really releasing this, not trying to avoid it because you're always going to be stuck in your house, miserable and unable to go out and face the world and really find the things you enjoy, that you enjoy and that bring joy to your soul. Okay. So there's a really strong need here to look at what has, I don't think this relationship, I think this relationship, I feel like it's almost twin flamey. And I do feel like eventually there could be a good relationship here. Okay. Underneath it all, I feel like these are two really good people who have been through some really fucked up shit because they have a really big purpose. That's why people go through traumatic lives. Okay. But there is a strong need to heal so that you can step in your power, first of all, into your power and into the purpose that you are called here to do. It will be the most fulfilling thing that you ever do. So it's not like, what are you doing? There are people relying on you. Why aren't you getting your shit together? It's like, you are going to love the shit out of your life. It's time to get it together and get out there. I feel like there's a strong need to lay in bed first for maybe a day or a week and write everything that's ever hurt you. I'm like going back to childhood, just think of a memory that still brings pain to your core and then start writing about it. And you'll be surprised at all of the words that come out of your fingertips. Okay. And then I want you to let the tears out when they come. I know you have I feel like you have a hard time with that. I feel like you have a hard time showing emotion, even when you're in your own presence. There's nobody else around, but there is a strong need. Our core energy, where our creation, our sacral chakra energy, I should say, where our creation is, our ability to feel joy or create or step into our purpose, is being literally covered and muffled by your pain or your trauma. So the way we release trauma, there's many ways, but the one way our body was designed to do it is by crying. If you'll notice when you're crying and you're crying really good, your mouth, your voice hits frequencies and your core vibrates. This is literally your body vibrationally releasing the trauma from the core. Okay. It knows what frequencies it needs to hit, again, both with the sound and the vibration. So there's a strong need to do this. And the way to do that usually is by writing it out, releasing it that way, and then releasing it by way of just don't stop yourself from crying if you feel like you need to. I'm not telling everybody to go try to make themselves cry, but if you have something that it's like you almost, I see you keep stopping yourself from crying because that's not what strong people do. That is what healing people do though. And that's the only way to heal. So there's a strong need to do that. Okay. I do feel like you have a strong relationship here, but there is a need to not focus on that and really focus on this healing so that because I think it could come back in eventually here. I feel like it is like a twin flamey connection. I feel like you both have a big purpose here. Okay. So the only way to get to that purpose, we can't get to our purpose here in life with all that trauma stuck in our core. We can't even see straight in front of us what our creation is asking us to create, nor can we feel joy. We're just unclear with all that trauma sitting over our creation energy. Okay. I love you so much. And I can't wait to see what's coming for you. Again, I feel a lot of this strength in these readings right now. A lot of purpose, people being pulled into purpose at this time. And there's people that are passing in from that healing stage into the really stepping in now. But I feel like the people I'm reading for today are really needing to step into the healing, which is the hardest part, by the way. But right after the healing is all the best parts, okay, for the rest of your life. It's how you set yourself up for a successful and a beautiful life, okay? And you deserve to do that healing. You would do it for somebody else. I guarantee it. You would do that. Say you'd go through that same pain that you have to go through to heal yourself, to heal somebody else in a heartbeat. It's time to do that for you. You deserve it. Okay. And we're moving right along to Gemini. Gemini, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here. We're going to get you a Moonology card from the Moonology Manifestation deck and the Moonology, regular Moonology deck. And then we will get into the tarot and check into your love life. This is just going to be a general message. It may bleed together into your love message too, but we'll find out. Okay. Step up and lead. Okay, Gem, you're being called to the front stage, center stage. Okay, Gemini, please enter center stage is what I'm getting here. The answers you need are coming. Step up and lead. Okay, I'm getting a funny energy of, it's not funny, but I always learn better when I'm teaching. Okay, and I do feel like you're being asked to go ahead and lead in a situation that you will nail. I'm getting like that it'll channel through you how to do this. If you feel like you're teaching others, it's going to teach you at the same time and those others. It's an interesting message. Hey, Andrea. I'm happy to have you here. I love you. I know what I'm saying to you. Oh, guys. Okay. So we've got pay attention to the red flags here, Jemmy, and step up and lead. Okay, this doesn't have to be the step up and lead. That's, I feel like, to do with your something in your business life. Something, I'm getting like, I feel like there's a fucking crowd following you. You maybe don't even know, or maybe you do, but I feel like there's a wrong that can be righted. You're supposed to like step in and be the big guy, the bad guy, the good guy is actually what I'm getting. It's an interesting message. That's separate from the love reading that I am now going to enter into, which is pay attention to the red flags and wedding. This situation involves marriage, and the signs are cautioning you. I feel like this is somebody that is married that you're dealing with here. I don't like that energy, okay? I feel like if they'll do it to their husband or wife, they'll do it to you. And Page of Cups. Let me get more. Queen of Pentacles. Could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with or any water sign. You might be married. You might be on a break from a marriage. Ooh, this is interesting stuff, you guys. But I do feel like let me read this situation. Wedding. You might be in a marriage that might be feeling very distant at this time. I feel like it's a good connection, by the way. I feel like somebody, though, has you feeling very, I don't know that, I feel like this person is lovely, okay? They have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Page of Cups, and I love the Page of Cups, but I feel like you've been very vulnerable, or you're afraid to be vulnerable, and there's a need to be vulnerable, okay? I feel like the red flags could be that. I feel like you're separated from a situation, or even just emotionally separated with the Hermit card in the potential outcome here. I love the Hermit card, okay? It is about kind of being more reserved or very, I would say independent is actually the energy that I get off of the Hermit card. It can be a little dark and lonely, or feel a little dark and lonely until you get comfortable being alone. But I do feel like in a marriage, I'm getting like this energy of distance. Okay. It's just giving off distance. I feel like that the overarching energy here is the Ace of Swords. I feel like it's asking you to be communicative. I feel like I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this needs to be you. I feel like there's a need to be communicative in a situation. Again, this might be somebody you're married to that you're unwilling to be vulnerable with, and there's a strong need to be able to be vulnerable with them before it's too late is kind of the energy that I'm getting. Again, there's a lot of emotional distance in the situation, and I don't think you guys are separated yet, but I feel like that could come, and I feel like this is it for you. This is home. This is the one, the love of your life, but I feel like there's a strong need for you to be able to be vulnerable. I'm not talking about say what you think they need to hear to stay, because that's actually not being vulnerable. That's being manipulative. I'm not judging, because we all do that on accident to get what we need, or, we think we're being vulnerable. Actually, there's a strong need for you to get really vulnerable with this person. This is about actually just spreading, like letting out your emotions, your feelings without, again, trying to, this is a weird message and I hope you understand it. And if this isn't for you, check out your other placements, but there is a strong need to be forthcoming about your feelings without having an expectation of what that will get you. I feel like I've gotten this on you before. This is an interesting thing. There is a strong need to do this because you do love them. Okay. So I'm getting like sit and meditate and get into the energy of authenticity. We have a hard time as human beings just being authentic with people because since birth, our very human instinct is to do something that will get us what we want. When it comes to crying for food as a baby, I mean, we've always been manipulative as long as we can remember, right? And I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, but I'm saying in a situation where I think that it just needs your raw vulnerability in order for it to actually be successful. You don't want to scare them into staying or guilt them into staying because then it'll be miserable. Okay. So there's a strong need here for you to be vulnerable with somebody that I think you're in a marriage with. Or some type of connection with. Just be vulnerable, be as transparent as you can possibly be. Again, it might come out wrong 15 times. You might try to manipulate them 15 times before you get it right the last time, right? Something like this. There's a strong need to keep going for something until you know that you've gotten out what you needed to say without trying to sway their decision of leaving. Okay. I don't know if they're trying to leave. I feel a very strong emotional distance, but I do feel like this is a very strong love connection at the same time. There's a strong need for you to go with your heart here. I think logically, you're a very smart motherfucker. Probably definitely one of the smartest of the signs. And I feel like you know what to say to keep them, right? You know what is going to get them to stay. And the divine is saying, don't go there. Just go with how you feel about them and be very transparent about it. Okay. I promise that it will turn out the best, whether it means they leave and that's actually best for you. The divine says, just be authentic, because if they leave when you're authentic, there's something the divine has waiting for you that's better for you and for them as well. So there's a strong need to just be authentic so that you can lose what isn't for you and get what is. Okay. Or they may stay, but either way, it will be miserable if they stay because they feel guilty or something like that. Okay. I hope that makes sense. And I'm moving right along here to Cancer. Cancer, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few minutes or so. We are going to get you, wait, this is not what we're going to get you. We're going to get you some Moonology cards from the Moonology and Moonology Manifestation decks. And then we are going to get you some tarot as well as some romance angels to get some love information on you. Okay, a win-win outcome in the forecast. I do love this one. One of my favorite cards in this deck, and conclusions are within reach. Okay, you guys? I love it. Oh my God, you guys, I can't. I just get this like funny little message that Joe Biden might be my fucking long lost father because I just can't talk. Okay, so funny. Not trying to throw shade. I love you, Joe Biden. No, I don't. I don't love any politician. I'm just going to put that out there right now. I'm not left or right winged. I prefer to throw the whole fucking bird away. Okay. Just thought we'd jump into my politics situation. I love you all so much. So let's get into your love life, your Cancy Pants. Something wonderful coming your way, a win-win outcome in the forecast, something where you thought maybe that you would have to take a loss I can't explain what I'm saying here. To take a loss to honor yourself or take a loss to honor somebody else. Like you didn't want to, nobody has to lose. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's get more. Nobody has to lose. A win-win outcome in the forecast. I love that. Could be dealing with a Libra. Nobody has to lose. I love that energy. Okay, so we don't have to fucking bash motherfuckers down in order to rise. That is never going to be a way to to truly be fulfilled or successful in this lifetime, especially not for a Cancerian, but for anybody if you truly want to be I'm sorry, I got a little distracted, but release your ex and let your friends help you. Don't let your friends help you, Cancer. No, I'm just kidding. You are the help. I'm just kidding. I'm a Cancer too, Cancer, just so you know, because if I talk a little shit about us, it's really me that I'm talking about, okay? I don't sit and bash myself, but there are some need for critical reflection that I'm working on, okay? Because it helps when you know what parts you play in your own suffering, okay? And I'm working on that. So anyways, let your friends help you. I don't love relying on others, but there's a situation, maybe your love life, which is weird, where you're going to need, I've been getting, maybe you even have been told, hold please. Let's just get the energy of your person. 2 of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. I really like the sound of this. Okay, it sounds sexy in the potential outcome. And the 6 of Swords, moving away from something. Through something for sure, moving through it. Maybe travel is involved here. There's a strong need for you to let go of something though. Your guard is kind of what I'm getting, or an emphasis on things. I don't really feel like that's you. It feels more like a guard, okay? A comfort zone, even. I feel like this person's also in a comfort zone. I feel like there's a strong need for two people to really push past their comfort zone here in order to come into the Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. But I feel like you guys are both going through something. I don't know, whatever it may be. This could be really going through, again, that self-critical self-reflection I was just talking about. Really trying to get through these murky waters instead of diving into them and staying lost in them and escaping in them. So I get that you guys are both going through some healing of where you might be causing your own suffering. And of course, really letting go of the shame or guilt from where you weren't responsible for this. And it is okay that that you've been through this and you've done that, and we can't take back anything from the past. So there's a strong need to really look at how we can change our behavior now in order to get to where we want to be. But not to shame ourselves from the way we were, because we can't do anything about it anyways. And oftentimes it's because we didn't know better. Okay. That's what I'm getting here for you. I do feel like you have a very passionate new beginning on the horizon here. But again, two people that really need to continuously look at how they can, I'm getting needing to step out of a comfort zone, both of you. So we don't get the things we want by sitting there waiting for them to come to us. A closed mouth doesn't get fed is what I'm getting here. So whatever that may be, there might be a situation where you need to communicate with somebody, okay? That communication is needed. And there might be a need to release some X energy. I forgot about this. Release your X and let your friends help you. I'm getting like there's a strong need to maybe do some releasing meditations. Maybe because we are Cancerians, there is a strong compassion or love that we probably hold for each and every one of our exes. Even feeling bad for them. There's a strong need to be able to feel compassionate for somebody without letting it affect you. So releasing them energetically, if you can, do some releasing meditations, but also knowing that you have a compassion for them and not allowing them to walk all over you any longer is a very strong need in order for you to be able to come into love, any kind of connections that are healthy. There's a strong need to set boundaries and stick to those, and really release anybody from your past who has already shown you red flags, hurt you, ignored you, whatever it is. Strong need to release those people so that people that aren't going to treat you that way can come in. Okay. That's what I'm getting, including true love. A passionate new beginning with somebody, okay? Interesting stuff. We are moving right along here to Leo. Leo, hi, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the day. Oh, well, this is an interesting. First of all, it's beautiful outside, guys. And it's a little chilly, but it's like sunny and gorgeous here in Minnesota. And I do sit right next to my window wide open. There's little bunnies and squirrels running around out there. It's just a beautiful day to get out in nature. Leo, I'm getting that there's a strong need to get out and connect with nature for you. A fiery climax approaches, and I do always love the sound of that. Full moon in Aries, could be dealing with an Aries, and then we do have the adjustments are required. Okay, so okay, I get it. So they're saying that there's going to be something coming up here that I get always like an extra boost of energy, or sort of like divine channeling. You're going to be channeling divine energy as well as a lot of inspiration. But there's a strong need for you to make sure that your body is ready. Your vessel is ready for this by eating healthy foods, getting out in nature. Wow, that's so crazy, right? By eating healthy foods, getting out in nature, and really getting connected to, if you are in, the northern part of the country, or if you're in the US, and wherever you are, if it's chilly out, there is still some beautiful things that you can get out and get, kind of grounded into. I don't know, you could take your shoes off. I didn't get any romance angel cards. There you are, coming out in your own energy. I'm going to stop shuffling those because that's not even what I wanted yet, but I'm getting so much information for you without very many cards, and I really love it. But a very strong need to connect with nature, get grounded, get out in nature. If you're where the sun is still shining and it's still warm, this will be easy for you. If you're not there, put your motherfucking feet in the snow. I don't think there's much snow out here, but do something that can get you kind of grounded into earth here is what I'm getting. So you can borrow. Also, eating organic fruits and veggies will be huge for you, but I feel like you're going to have a time of life coming up for you that is much more busy, more prosperous, but busier, and a lot more hard work, but it's exciting because you actually get to see the fruits nearly immediately. But you need to be ready. Your body, your vessel needs to be ready for all of this new excitement. So fruits and vegetables, organic if you can, any life force food, okay, which is anything that was grown by God. Of course, that is animals as well. If you are an animal eater, I am. Okay, I'm not a vegan, but we were all meant to kind of eat each other. Not humans. Please don't eat humans. But the animal world and the animal kingdom. Okay, you guys, I gotta stop it right fucking now. But so life force energy, eat it, get next to it, get near it, borrow the energy from nature. Okay, literally what the energy that it took to build the ocean or the mountains, there's a strong need to go use that energy. You hug a tree, whatever it is you do, get your hands on it, get your bare feet on it, and borrow the energy and consume some really good vibrations, sounds, information. By hearing, and then also consume nutritious foods, okay? And water, always. But water that doesn't have fluoride and medication and chlorine in it, okay? You guys, I can't stop today. What's going on? So weird. It's the moon. It's the new moon. I feel like a psychopath, but I love you. Honeymoon. Speaking of moons, the new moon, honeymoon. Okay. Strength card in your energy, honeymoon. A fiery climax. Could be a very exciting relationship that you're going to need extra energy for. Okay. It does feel like it could be as well. So I feel like a lot of new exciting things coming in for you that you are going to want your vessel to be nice and ready for. Get some good exercise, some good fresh air in your body, as well as any energy that you can get to by way of food, life force food, natural, God-made food, and natural wonders of the world, natural bodies of water, natural anything that God has created. Unrequited love, past life relationship. Okay. So it does feel like you're also being asked to release an ex here. It doesn't say release an ex, but there is something that you're holding on to that didn't work out. It's not something that you're wondering about, by the way. I maybe you are. Like, meaning, I think you know that it's not working out, right? I think you're not wondering about that, but I think you're still holding on to it. So there's a strong need to release something here that didn't work out, because I do feel like you have good love and a bunch of good opportunities coming, but I feel like you're holding on to anything from your past that didn't work out. It could be a job, it could be a business, it could be a person, but whatever it is, it's a strong need to release that, okay? I love you. Because whatever's coming is going to make whatever that is that you're having a hard time letting go of look like a little fucking nothing, okay? A little minion. Oh, I love you. Yeah, I do feel like, I actually feel like what it's saying here is you have like a soulmate or a past life relationship on the way, by the way, that is requiring that you kind of do some releasing meditations, but also I'm watching you look at old messages, pictures, even social medias of somebody that you need to release. And it's saying that, I feel like this is the person that you need to release that I'm picking up here, but I do feel like you have somebody better on the way, right? But there's I'm watching all this like very unsure, very mental energy. I feel like there's a strong attraction to this person that you're releasing, whatever that may be. It doesn't necessarily, it could be physical, they could be good looking, sexual, it could be sexual more than physical, but I'm getting like there's something about them, or that you think they're so wonderful, or they appear, but they didn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated. There's something about them that you're having a hard time letting go of, and it could just be that you didn't make it work in a situation where they've taught us, like, if we can't make the marriage work, something's wrong with us. And it's like, what? I got married when I was 21. I didn't even know what the fuck my middle name was yet. There's a strong need for you to release any shame that you're attaching to this disconnection as well. And worry, and that it's something you did, and it just wasn't meant to be. And God doesn't remove these things from our lives for no reason. It's because we got something better coming. See, if we didn't have anything better coming, God would just have let us stay in that situation for however long. You know, if the better coming could just be the best part of the rest of your life all alone, like living it up, Stella got her groove back style, or some true deep past life love coming in. And God was like, you've been settling for this motherfucker for far too long. You haven't been in love in years. But you felt obligated to the situation, also for several reasons, so that the family and everybody around, friends and family, could see that you made this work. No matter what happened, that's what we've been taught to do, right? We make this work no matter what we face. No, that's not what we do. I mean, if you're in love with the person, you truly are in love with the person. But if you can't even look at them sexually because you just never have had that physical attraction for them, that's not your person anyways. We were with them for the wrong reasons in the first place. And I always bring that up because I watch couples that are going to make it work, but they don't even want to touch each other. They can't stand each other, to be honest with you. And that's not making it work. That's making yourselves miserable. I love you so much. I hope that was making sense. There's healing needed and a resisting. I'm getting a need to resist this person if they keep trying to come back, if something like that, but also resist we really can detach people from our energy by not looking at old pictures, by not trying to change our thoughts as they come in, by writing a letter. If you can't stop thinking about this person, write a letter to them. You don't have to give it to them, but really get those thoughts out of your core, out of your body. They're just trapped in there right now, right? So that's the kind of energy I'm getting here, and I love you so much. I do feel like you have a lot of good things ahead, but there is a strong need to release something. Whatever it is in your life, it, of course, feels like a lover for most of you, but it could be anything that needs to be released. It could be, like I said, an old business idea or an old job that needs to be released so that you can really prosper in this, some sort of purpose that you have here on this in this lifetime. Okay, whatever it is, it needs to be released so that you can have the better things. Your upgrade is here, but you need to let the downgrade go. Okay, I love you. We are moving right along to Virgo. Virgo, my name is Melissa. I am going to be your tarot card reader. I have an itchy nose here all of a sudden. Somebody might be thinking of you, Virgo. It might be me. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't know any Virgos, but let's get into your life. We're going to look at these these Moonology deck cards first. You guys, can you even hear me? Jesus Christ. Sorry if that offended anybody. I swear all day long, but Jesus Christ. If that hurt anybody's feelings, I'm really sorry. Be bold, make the first move, and take a breather. It said go and stop. Okay, that's weird, right? Okay. Take a breather and be bold, make the first move. Okay. I'm like getting the breather, being like a little pep talk you need to have with yourself, Bergs. Bergs, we got this. Look in the mirror, let you remind yourself of who the fuck you are. And then make the first move, whatever this is. I feel like I keep getting be bold and make the first move on you. That could be in love or in business. There's something that you're waiting to come to you, and the divine is waiting for you to go to it. It's like it's not going to let it come to you, whatever it is. You need to step out of a comfort zone here, or you're being asked to step out of a comfort zone for the windfall to come in. Wow, you guys, did it look like the windfall when I did that? It kind of did. You've got the Wheel of Fortune in your energy. I like that. Okay. And then we got the Eight of Cups here in the person that you have in mind's energy. I feel like somebody walked away. Let's get more. I don't know if I love the outcome. I don't know if I love their energy, but I love the outcome. The Magician and the Ace of Cups. Okay, somebody walked away, Virgo, because you were unwilling to be vulnerable in a situation. The divine is literally asking you to be honest. I'm not saying go tell this motherfucker you're in love with them if you're not, to get them to stay. Okay, that's never going to be my method of teaching. But there is a strong need for you to be honest with somebody. And I think you do love somebody that you're trying to play it cool with. I feel like they walked away because you weren't willing to be forthcoming with them about your feelings, is what I'm getting here. This is what I'm getting off all of this energy. I didn't even get any romance angels, but I will. I'll get some right now. And did I not? What the hell's wrong with me? But I'm getting a strong energy of the love of your life walking away because that's all because they respect themselves and they're not going to sit in a situation where you were unwilling to be forthcoming about your feelings. Something like that. You might not have ever been in a connection with the love of your life, by the way. You might have just been waiting for them to make the first move. Unrequited love. Keep an open mind. So I'm getting there's somebody that you are somebody, I feel like you got a soulmate in your energy here. By the way, it says soulmate there as well. And unrequited love, I feel like you're stuck or really wanting something to work with somebody who is not working with. Okay. And I'm getting like the love of your life, maybe even sat and tried and waited and was patient and didn't pressure you by any means, but I'm getting like somebody that really was, you'll know who I'm talking about. If this isn't for you, it's not for you. Just check out your other placements. Okay. But I'm getting somebody who, it's like I'm getting like a sad slow song is playing. There's a movie. It's all so sad and romantic, but this person like could feel this connection with you. I feel like you can feel it too. I don't feel like they meet. I don't feel like they are as maybe physically attractive as the person that you're hooked on that isn't giving you anything. They're literally not even looking at you. And if they are, they're also looking at 40 other people. They're a puke. There's a puke. Okay. In your energy here. But you think they're so powerful and wonderful and wild and sexy or something like that, right? I feel like you're getting turned on by a bad boy here. Of course, that means there's something that you need to heal. because when we are healed, bad boys look like fucking punks. Okay. They look embarrassing and insecure and weak as fuck. But there's some bad boy that has your attention right now and the love of your life has walked away. I get that they haven't even really shared how they feel about you because you were so, I'm getting like literally talked about the puke, the bad boy with this person. Of course, male, female, or non-binary. Please excuse all of my genderisms here. But there's a strong need for you to, do some healing and also choose what you feel good about. Okay. There's somebody who isn't making you feel good. They're making you feel unseen, unrequited. They're making you feel like a fucking fan and like you're chasing them. Right. When they're with you, by the way, ew, I just got a picture of this, like, you're the only one for me. Every time they're with you, but they're only with you like once every 3 months because they are so busy with every fucking buddy else. But when they're with you, they give you the whole works of like how you're the one for them. And this cheesy shit that clearly is not adding up to their actions right now. But you're so stuck on that because you can't kind of see past, because it feels so good when they do talk to you every couple of months about how you're the best thing that's ever happened to them, but they're not showing that, they're making it very clear that's not actually true. And I feel like somebody walked away heartbroken. I feel like it's somebody that you're actually heartbroken. They walked away as well a little bit because I think they were a friend of yours. I think they were in love with you. I think you really could be in love with them too, but there's a strong need to heal from whatever is making you think that you would ever need to settle for somebody who is acting like you're nothing to them. Okay. I think the friend that walked away is a soulmate. I love you. I'm sorry that was so specific, and do check out your other placements if that wasn't for you, but I just say whatever comes through. And usually it's the messages that need to be heard the most. So please be compassionate that somebody maybe did need to hear that message, even if it wasn't for you. I love you so much. And we're moving right along here to Libra. Libra, hey, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. Going to be your tarot card reader here for the next few minutes or so. We are going to grab a Moonology card here. Moonology card. Oh, just to get a general message here, and then we're going to get some love messages as well. I just do what I want to do, and that's what I do, okay? Your dreams need a practical plan here, Leaves. I love the sound of this. God's been giving this card to me for years, okay? Because there just does need to be a practical plan. So what I'm going to tell you before we get into your love messages is, if you have something you feel purposefully called to, and you're doing it, maybe you're even on YouTube doing it, and you're like, what the hell? But I thought I'd just get like all these views and I'd be rich and famous by now. So the divine wants you to know that that's coming if you feel like that's in your heart, right? But there's a strong need to become self-sufficient now. So by making a practical plan, making a menu, offering services, whatever that is, God has gifted you, every single one of you, with something that you excel at naturally, that you are here to help the world through their, like you're here to share that, whatever that gift of yours is. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be drawing, probably everything. You're a Libra, okay? Because you're literally good at everything. Drawing, singing, every fucking instrument ever known. Was Prince a Libra? I wonder what Prince was. I feel like he's a Libra, but Libra's energy always gives me Prince vibes, like just good at every fucking thing, right? You can play every instrument, blah, blah, blah. So somebody find out for me what Prince is, okay? But what a brilliant motherfucker. Of course, I think we are all brilliant in our own way, but yeah, there's a strong need for you to make a serious, so let's say you're just out here kind of putting your voice out for the world to hear, right? Your singing voice. But there are ways, and I'm just going to say, like, you could, if you're actually technically trained in singing, you could start doing either even over the online coaching, but having a menu, thinking about what you think it's worth, really trying to look into seeing what other people are charging for that service. If you're technically trained. If you're not technically trained, there are literally Facebook groups you can go into with your little Cash app and sit and sing for them. There's a strong need for you to step in a little further. Again, I think you're going to be seen and make it and big in whatever it is you're pursuing. But right now, it's not making it. There needs to be more action in the practical department right now. There's probably 40 ways you can bring streams of income in doing what you're doing, but you're literally just hoping for it to be a magical answer that pops in on you, right? I hope this is making sense, but there's actually 40 little ways you can make that in your current state, streams of income that can be coming in just by doing what you're currently doing, but you haven't opened those streams yet, okay? So you're literally going to be doing pretty much the same amount of work a little bit more work. Okay, not a lot more work, but bringing actual income in, monetizing it so that you can kind of keep yourself afloat until that magical moment does happen, because God will give you your spotlight and will give you your time to shine. But in the meantime, you need to live. And that's what I'm getting here. Let's get into your love reading. That was for your not love reading, but now we're getting into your love reading. And we've got you deserve love here. You are, it says lovable, but adorable is what's coming through. Okay, I love you. You're adorable, literally adorable. But you're definitely lovable too. But let's get more. You guys. Okay. It's going a little longer than usual, is it not? I'm so excited about this, you guys. We got stamina, don't we? Okay, so Gemini. That makes sense. That makes sense too, actually. Shit. Fun. Thank you, J-Dubs. I love you so much. Yeah, that does make a lot of fucking sense. You deserve love here, Leaves. And whoop. That is the other sign that I always say is like the chameleon of the zodiac. They can just fucking excel at every fucking thing. So that makes so much sense. And I feel like I'm not underdoing it because I didn't want to like bust into how fucking amazing Geminis are right in the middle of Libra's reading, but we're all amazing in our own way. But Gemini is the other sign where on a more practical, I would say more logical, they're good at everything technically, right? But I feel like, and they can excel at everything, but I feel like Libras are more artistic. The same idea, but more artist in an artsy way. Okay, interesting. Let your friends help you. Although I will say that Prince looks like a Libra. Okay, like he dresses like a Libra, dressed like a Libra. I love him. I am sorry, you guys. I'm gonna get off of Prince. I love Prince, and I've never cried when a celebrity passed before, but I spent days. And I wasn't like the biggest Prince fan, by the way, but I spent days in my room crying when Prince passed. Okay, interesting, right? Let your friends help you, and you deserve love. I hate the let your friends help you in a love connection, but let's just get more. What does this mean? What do you mean by this? You deserve love. Okay. You got the 5 of Wands, so I do feel like there's some sort of separation here, or I'm getting like somebody that has got you feeling guarded up, and it's like, yeah, no, fuck no. And I feel like your friends have actually told you to leave this fucking punk alone. Okay. That's why I feel like the friends card came up. The 3 of Wands, somebody's just got you sitting there waiting. I'm getting something like this. Let me find out more. I got a potential outcome, but you deserve love. You deserve somebody who's not going to make you fight for their fucking attention. Okay. That's what I'm getting. This person sitting there enjoying all these people fighting for their attention. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry, there's a lot of pukes coming through today, and I'm intolerant for pukes today, which usually I have some compassion for them because they are weak and insecure, and it's because of the way that our men were forced to be less feminine and not cry and things like that. So now they're overly masculine, and it's hard to, that balance is so hard anyways, but when you've been when your feminine energy has been shamed, and even many of our men have been beaten for their feminine energy, it's really hard to ever come back from that. Okay. So that is what we're seeing out here, all these players and trying to kind of make up for that energy. But I do feel like you're in a situation that I'm just getting I got the 9 of Cups as the overarching energy here. I feel like they're indulgent. I'm going to say I don't always get indulgent on this, but I'm trying to figure out this wish fulfillment is usually what this 9 of Cups would mean. It's in the overarching energy, and with the rest of this energy here, I feel like you're very feeling the need to defend yourself in a situation. It's like you are not fighting for a fucking the top spot in a competition here. This is a love life, and they either treat you like you deserve to be treated, or they get the fuck out. Is what I'm getting here. And I don't like their energy. I don't have any other cards. I don't need any more cards. I just need you to know that you deserve love. And this ain't it, baby. This is awful. It feels ishy. And again, it feels like they're enjoying. With this 9 of Cups, that does make sense. I feel like they're out at the bars drinking and just enjoying all this. And they're not even really they're attractive, but they're physically attractive. But I could smell the weakness on the fucking coming from their stomach. I can't explain. It was so gross. Ew. But I can smell their weakness from a mile away. But they're attracting a bunch of like-minded people, a bunch of weak motherfuckers who also are missing something, and I feel bad for them. Okay, I'm going to pray for them. At the same time, you deserve better, and it's time to walk away from people like this and never look back. Okay, I'm getting that, by the way, that there's some friends that you need to walk away from that maybe are even giving this person attention to. It's ishy. That was a fucking firework. Are you for real? Middle of the damn day in middle of the winter. Weird. But anyways, I'm sorry about that. Hi, Sabrina. Oh, wow. You guys, I love you so much. So Libra, I love you. There's some people and places that need to be cleared from your energy because you're way too adorable for this. You're way too lovable. You're way too talented. You're way too gifted. You're underselling yourself. You're underestimating yourself fully at this time. There's a strong need to walking away from this, disconnecting from this is going to bring some power into your core that will help you become more powerful and step into your power. Become more powerful in every area of your life and step into your power fully, okay? I love you. I hope that made sense for you. And we are moving right along here to Scorpio. And this is going to be our last sign of the day, folks. Scorpio, hey, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. Going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments here. We are going to get the Moonology deck. We're going to get some cards from this Moonology deck is what we're going to do. Speak your world into being. I love that. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that card. I haven't had this deck a ton of time. It's a Gemini. We always talk about Gemini. So of course you could be dealing with a Gemini here. But speak your world into being. I love this. This is really about knowing your worth and speaking it into existence and no longer going with that low vibrational things they taught us to always feel inadequate in life so that we really never knew who we were or knew our worth. So that we kind of, wow, I'm going off here, but so we kind of constantly fulfill the little ecosystem that the large governing body has kind of made up that really only benefits them. Okay. So there is a strong need to branch out on your own here. And I'm getting and speak your world into being. This is about knowing that you are worthy and deserving of all the greatest things. The big dreams you have, they're yours and they are attainable to you. But there is, of course, going to be a lot of people that try to talk you off your path, talk you off your throne. Several reasons. One, they're either the people that, support the ecosystem that doesn't benefit most of us, or they are people who know that you will thrive in whatever your competition, which if we're healed and healthy, we know there is no competition. Okay. The only people we should be competing with is the person we were yesterday. But I do feel a lot of unhealthy energy around you that is making you feel like you're in a competition where it's like, bitch, this is my throne. Like it's a weird energy. Speak your world into it. It's like needing to know who you are. Okay. Is what I'm getting here. And then keep an open mind here and let your friends help you. Let's get into it. But it is talking about that your soulmate chariot card may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay. The person you're meant to be with. Of course, we can have many different soulmates, but the one you're meant to be with is going to make you feel good. Okay. Could be dealing with an Aquarius here or a Cancerian in the love department. Let your friends help you. Keep an open mind. Speak your world into existence. Four of Wands. Yeah, I do feel like there's somebody in your energy, very brilliant, by the way, very sexy. Could be an Aquarius, but very logical, I'm getting prominent even actually. I don't always get prominent but I'm getting like this kind of like, sexy brainiac, okay, like the naughty brainiac, something like this, okay. He's got like male, female, or non-binary, little glasses, a little like fucking rose in his mouth, all kinds of sexy shit, right? Not the warmest motherfucker you'll ever meet, but definitely could out fucking smart anybody in the whole world. Soulmate. Keep an open mind and soulmate. So I think this person's sexy as fuck, by the way. I don't think they're unattractive physically at all, but I feel like they're just not the usual type. I think you usually go for the King of Cups or Knight of Cups or something like that. Is what I'm getting, but I feel like this person I feel like physically attractive, but again, they just have a different energy than you're used to. This energy, by the way, it's not aggressive like the King of Cups or the Knight of Cups where they'll kind of smooth talk you. This motherfucker doesn't have to smooth talk anybody. They just know every fucking thing. I'm so turned on by whoever this is that you need to pay attention. Okay. Somebody's in your vicinity here that again, you're overlooking, thinking it's like you don't even see or feel. You would usually feel the power that they hold, right? They're just very powerful. I feel like you don't even know because of the way they come off, almost getting like an awkward, timid in front of you because of how powerful and sexy you are, or passionate you are. Again, I think you've been through a lot and I think you've made it very clear that nobody's stopping your ass from doing whatever the fuck. I feel like you're a little intimidating to this person, but I also feel like this person intimidates every fucking body else. Again, there's something you're not seeing in their life. This is a weird message and very specific, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm not sorry about that. Check out your other placements if it does not resonate for you, but there's somebody that you see as the nerdy dude And where he, like in his personal life or his business life or wherever, everybody's terrified of the motherfucker, but you've only seen the guy that wants you, right? You've only seen the guy that he's kind of quiet, quirky, and a little bit awkward. But if you watched him in his essence, in his world, you would fucking melt. I'm like, everything's tingling. Okay. So you would melt and tingle and like wither in his, I can't explain it. It's so sexy though. But again, you're like, you don't, it's like, I'm waiting for the moment you realize who this motherfucker is. Really? And it's going to make you almost uncomfortable and awkward for a second. Okay. And that's what I'm getting here. I do feel like this could lead to marriage. I feel like this is a soulmate. Your fucking emperor. Could be an Aries or an Aquarius or a Cancer. It could be any sign, of course, but it is a very sexy connection that, again, I'm watching you just kind of, man. It's like being at an event. I can't explain what this is, right? But it's like the president of the United States, but you've never seen the president of the United States. And the president of the United States is intimidated by you and they're always quirky and awkward around you. And you find out they're the president of the United States, kind of a thing, right? You find out how powerful they really are in their real life, but because they were so timid around you, you just didn't even have a clue who you were fucking with here. Okay. Sounds sexy. Good for you. Congratulations. And I love you so much. And I'm not trying to scare you, but I do feel like there's going to be a moment where you're like, holy fucking bitch. This motherfucker's powerful as hell, just playing it cool and nerdy and fucking sexy. I think they're sexy, like physically attractive. But I think you think they're weak or nerdy, and they're not. They're not at all. In fact, people are literally get like uncomfortable in their presence. Okay. Not you though. I don't think you'd get uncomfortable in anybody's presence, but I do think the moment when you find like step into their world with them, there's going to be a holy shit. I'm watching you like, you're sitting at a little like, God, I cannot get these messages through on a little, like at a park. A little picnic bench, right? That's how you see him now. And then you walk into his world and he's got like private jets and fucking everybody bows down to him. Some male, female, or non-binary. This is the message that's coming through. You're involved with somebody that you have no fucking clue how powerful or big they really are. Of course, powerful doesn't mean controlling other people, but it's exactly that. This person is very kind. Maybe not the warmest motherfucker in the world, but very kind, very compassionate. And does a lot for people, but everybody's terrified of them because they have a very powerful energy, okay, or something like that, and a powerful position and a lot of money. I think. I love you so much, and good luck with that. Hey guys, I love you so much. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and like me over on TikTok and on Facebook if you have not done that already, and you want to, and you want more from me. I will be back for some sort of reading later this evening, probably on some sort of platform. So make sure you're connected to all my platforms. And I love you so much. And I hope to see you guys all very soon. Thank you again for being here.